That is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. What's he need to watch out for here, Frank?
Those two front bunkers, Rich, the one that protects the left and the right. More often than not, you want to pitch the ball on the front of this green. They are the two to be concerned about. Should be safely on deck.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable, that never deviated offline.
He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today?
A great start.
Back to the action here at the second and a par 3. Frank, it's 231 yards. What are we looking at?
Well, somehow, if you can hit it sky high, that's the best shot to hit in there. This green sometimes gets brick hard, and of course, it all slopes to the left.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Has it for another birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies. Now at the par 4 third, Frank, this is a great golf hole.
It certainly is. Remember, the brain doesn't register don'ts. So aim right. There's a bunker down there. Keep focusing on where you want it to go, not in the other direction.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. And this attempt will be from about 130 yards. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Pretty good shot right there, about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Nice solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo back at the 4th hole here at Bay Hill. This is the first par 5 on the golf course. 561 yards. You thinking birdie here, Frank?
No, you certainly are. Perhaps even 3. This is almost ramrod straight, little hazard down the right side. But a good one, you can certainly get home for 2.
Good contact, good result. Right where they were aiming, in the fairway.
Arnold Palmer's legacy to golf is in so many different areas. We see it just in the way people react to the game. But really, when we go to Bay Hill, it's the one golf course that you'll see as you've been out there. His clubs are always on the back of a cart. He's ready to go to the range. It's almost in every little blade of grass out there because Arnold plays it whenever he can. The king, whatever you want to call him, Mr. Palmer. He lives and breathes at Bay Hill. And when the tournament comes around every March, it's a great reminder to not just Mr. Palmer, but also the golf course and all those little obstacles that he put in your way, water normally, and all the great events. And it's fun. It's a golf course, too, that anybody can play.
When I think of Arnold Palmer, I think the young professionals could learn just a few things from one of the all-time greats. First of all, reach out to the galleries, sign autographs.
Look him in the eye,
Make eye contact as he always did. Number 2, own your golf swing, whatever it is. Believe in it. It may be a little different. It may not be by the book, but own it and be comfortable with it. And then I think number 3, go for it. That's what Arnie always did. Go for it at the risk of failure, because you'll never be great if you just lay back all the time. Arnie always went for it.
One little lesson, too, you reminded me there. The one common denominator with just about every great player is a good grip. Arnold Palmer learned that from his dad. So if you're picking up a golf club for the first time or playing it for the 100th time, remember, the good grip will take you a long way. That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Birdie try again here today. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
He needs this for par. Well, considering the lead that he has on the rest of the field, a par is all you need. Frank, the par 5-6 looks like an enormous carry over the water. What if you're not one of the bigger hitters?
Well, then you've really got to aim at those two bunkers, right in between them on the right side, Rich. It becomes very much a plotter hole, because even the layup becomes important. This par 5, you've then got to attack it with a wedge.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Good tee shot right in the short grass. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5.
This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Sometimes you get breaks, and he got one right there.
Yeah, I guess the bunker was a little smaller than I thought it was. It looked doomed for that.
And it makes the green in regulation. Now this for birdie. Came away with a bogey on the previous round. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. Good par. Well, after that beast of a par 5, Frank, it is time to finesse one up on the green here at the par 3-7, just a little under 200 yards.
There's a big mound in the middle of the screen. The flag's above it, and you've got to be really precise. If it's short of it, you can use that mound as a backstop. Oh, this is right at
Just wearing out the center of the club face. Hasn't missed a shot, hasn't missed a green in regulation all day long. You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. Getting ready to tee off here at the 8th. Frank, this hole has it all. Dogleg, bunkers, water. How do you successfully navigate it?
It's such a pretty looking hole, Rich. That bunker down the left just sort of pops out and you see it. So you can either work it off that to the right, either that or just aim a little right. But be careful of those trees on the right.
Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. Second shot. Good look at the green. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Final hole now of the front side. It's a 474-yard par 4. And Frank, you've played it before. What works best here?
Well, ideally, a nice little draw off the tee. But the hole's quite weird because the tee shot shapes to the left, and yet the green goes the other way.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Getting set now over the putt. A good effort, a good par putt. Just a beautiful day here in Orlando, Florida. We're at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge getting set for the back nine. Frank, how do you get off to a good start?
One of the few dogleg rights. This is a hole that you don't want to overthink on it. If you can carry that bunker on the right, just go for it. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my age.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow through. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, another good hole, the par 4 11th, looking at the second shot now.
Yeah, the second shot has a similar look to the second shot at the third hole at Bay Hill. Water all down the left-hand side that has to be respected. And a green, really, where you've got to favour the right side, or at least right of middle.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Great shot coming out of that bunker right there.
Showing some skills today.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Good putt. Frank, now we're at the 574-yard, par 5 12th. How critical are the par 5s if you're trying to put a score on the board here at Bay Hill?
They're crucial, Rich, because the par 4s are very, very difficult. So anytime you get a par 5, you've really got to take advantage of it.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Good chance now after that approach shot for a birdie.
You're so precise coming in, and the measurement is 9 feet away.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Oh, I thought he had that. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Par 4 13th. Frank, you've played it on a number of occasions. How do you attack this hole?
Really one of the shortest on the golf course, but this is a fool's paradise here. There's a lot of things that can go wrong.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
That's a nice spot right there in the fairway here at 13. Par 4 13th. Frank, how do you hit this approach shot?
Rich, it's the first par 4 at Bay Hill where the water is actually on the right of the green, and that has to be taken into consideration. Just a little errant shot, and then you're going to be wet. So a little left of the flag, that's where you want to be.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Continues to roll the ball very well. Frank, I like a good par 3 over 200 yards, requiring that one good clean strike. And here's a good case in point, 216 yards, all you want.
Yeah, bunk it at the back, bunk it to the left side, a little collection area to the right. So really, in the end, you've got one choice. That's at your best.
Safely aboard. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. That was a good run right there. Almost went in.
At least he's seen the line as it went past the hole. So just replicate that on the way back.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
We're here at the 15th now, and a big dogleg right on this one. Frank, what's the best route to take to shoot the low number?
You've got to look at that run out down the left side, which is about 320 yards. If you can stay short of that, then that gives you a perfect shot into this green.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Now the approach shot, par 4, 15th hole. Frank, break it down.
Green narrows up the further back you go, so the most generous place to land the ball is in the front half of this green. It's also the flattest section of the green.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, this is a great hole late in the round, par 5, and a chance to really make up some ground or extend the lead. I mean, you can make some things happen here.
Shortest of the 4 par 5s and reachable for just about everyone, but really it's the second shot. The better the tee shot, the easier you make that second shot.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
All right, so green side bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really, you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, You never know. Might just go in.
Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Frank, par 3 17. Daunting shot. What are you thinking as you step onto this tee?
Just make 3. 2 is a huge bonus. Take 3 in a heartbeat.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
This will be a birdie if it drops. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, how'd you like to be a rookie? You're going up against, at the time, the greatest player in the game, the great white shark, Greg Norman, and you hole a 7-iron to win a tournament?
Well, all you had to do was look at the expression on Norman's face as that ball landed and went in.
What did he hit there?
7-iron.
Big full swing here. That's the way you want to finish up here at the 18th hole. Excellent drive and gives himself a good chance to go after this hole location. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Just a bit left of the hole location.
Should still be okay.
Had a birdie here yesterday in their close. Great opportunity for another one. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? He takes care of business there.
Solid stroke. Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament.